Hey, this week's Raw wasn't a half bad show. I was tired as fuck while I was watching it because I was sick as a goddamn dog earlier, but I still managed to enjoy it. It wasn't as good as last week's show, but it was still entertaining. So without further ado, let's check it out together. Because you want to do it together. Yes, that's why you're here. The show begins with people talking because, of course, you have to start off with people talking. It wouldn't be a WWE show without it. But thankfully, it wasn't all that bad. The bad was having to be witness to Stephanie, I must emasculate everyone else on the show, McMahon, go off on Kurt again and blaming him for everything and blah 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 blah. We've seen it all before. We've heard it all before. You did it to Mick not too long ago. You've done it to damn near all the top talents of the company during these past few years. We get it. You're a fucking McMahon, and you have to remind us that you're the boss's baby girl, and that you have to look us on TV whenever the fuck it is that you decide to show up to grace us with your goddamn presence. But at least Kurt Angle showed some fire this time around, and the entirety of the Shield came down to make the segment better and more entertaining. I was surprised when I found myself thinking, hey, Roman's back, and that's pretty cool, because I've never been the man's biggest fan. I've always been neutral, neither for him nor against him. He had his time to talk, and he did it well. The crowd was into it. I was into it. And New Day versus Shield? Sure, book it, make it happen. Bayley is in after winning the triple threat match between herself, Mickey, and Dana Brooke, whom I had forgotten was even still employed in the company. When was the last time she appeared on goddamn WWE TV? I don't remember. But anyway, Bayley's in after I correctly predicted that she'd be in last week. And I'm happy that she's in, but I'm heartbroken that Mickey is out. What's Mickey gonna do at the pay-per-view? I hope they have something for her. I want to see her there. 205 got some time this week in the form of a tag team match between Enzo and Gulak versus Kalisto and Tozawa, and Kalisto looks like a chump yet again because he lost to Enzo again. And there was no sign of the UK guys. So what's going on? Was the whole thing with Pete Dunne a one-off after all? Because if it was, it's breaking my fucking heart. You know what breaks my heart even more, though? That apparently 205 is having a birthday celebration for Kalisto. You know, Kalisto, the poor mas pendejo that the company has conditioned us not to care about for years. If I didn't care for The Rock's birthday episode on Raw years ago, what makes them think that people will give a high-flying lucha fuck about a 205 birthday episode? Jesus fucking Christ! I watched 205 for the first time ever last week, and I'm certainly not watching it this week. Fuck this company. The Miz hosts another Miz TV with the new Raw Tag Team Champs, and it was an awesome freaking segment. They should keep some fire extinguishers nearby when Miz is on the talking stick, cause the man may as well have scales and wings with all that fire he spits. Gah! It was great. All three champs in there felt like a big deal because of it all, and their respective matches at the pay-per-view should all be really good ones. I can't wait to see. Jason Jordan surprisingly defeated Bray Wyatt all by his lonesome, but then he got attacked from behind, and Bray ended up smashing his injured leg into one of the ring posts, and the crowd loved it. Even though we're supposed to cheer for Jordan and want him to be okay. Ha 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 ha! What a poor fucker. You people have heat with him like people have heat for Roman Reigns when he's on his own. I don't know, and I'm not sure I get it. I'm a fan of the man. He just needs time to become something. But every time he seems to be going in one direction, it either stops or it just changes, right? But who the fuck knows where this guy's going anymore? Our Universal Champion decided to grace us with his presence on Raw this week with Paul Heyman at his side, and I've only got one word to describe Heyman on the mic. Entertaining. And no more can be said. Well, unless you want to count the bit in which Paul was interrupted by the audience when they were chanting, "She said yes," when some fan allegedly proposed to another. Heyman, because he's Paul motherfucking Heyman, just played along with it and then continued on like it never even happened. And not just anyone can do it that good. I haven't given much thought to the outcome between AJ versus Brock, and I honestly don't even want to because I want to watch the match and just feel the hype and enjoy it. Whatever happens during the match, and no matter what the outcome will be, both men will win because it will be stellar and we the fans will win because it'll be oh so good. The Shield gain a victory over the Bar and Miz because, they're not gonna lose their first match back. It made sense. Miz took the loss, but it doesn't hurt him, and it was thoroughly entertaining. And really, what else could be said about that? Because it served its purpose. The Shield looked dominant heading into Survivor Series, and that's that. Now all that's left is for them to put on a hell of a match come Sunday. Kurt Angle goes out to the ring again and he starts saying that Jordan was injured and so he can't compete on Sunday, only for Jordan himself to limp down to the ring and cry and beg his daddy to not take him out of the match. And I've got to say that I bought into it. I legitimately felt sorry for the man. And I've been saying since I started 20 by 20 that I'm a fan of his, and now to see him robbed of an opportunity is just sad. And of course, while Jordan continued to beg, Kurt stayed in silence for a moment longer, only for Triple H's music to hit. He then headed down to the ring, took Kurt's mic, and announced that he was the one replacing Jordan as the fifth member of Raw's team. And the crowd went wild for it after they had cheered at poor little Jordan bawling his eyes out in front of them because they don't like him. Some people just have no heart. Oh, and Triple H pedigreed Jordan on his way out of the ring and left him lying on the canvas like the shit that you scrape off your shoe after you've accidentally stepped on some dog shit. My heart goes out to you, Jordy. What a poor bastard you are. Don't be surprised if Daddy Kurt wants to get him some of Triple H during the Survivor Series match for what he did to his son Jordan. Ha ha! The main event was Kane versus Strowman, and it didn't last too long. The big men hit each other with strikes, axe handles, chair shots, by ramming each other into steel steps, and that about sums it all up, actually. The match never officially started, so it was just the two of them going at it for shits and giggles, and it ended with Braun driving Kane through the ring canvas with his signature running power slam. The crowd popped for it pretty nicely, and I thought it was a cool spot too. It's obvious that the best chapter between these two monsters is yet to come, and I, for one, can't wait to see it. But that was Raw this week. Did you enjoy the show? Let me know with a comment right here, or send me one over on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at Wrestling20by20. And sling that subscribe button over your shoulder and drive it through the ring canvas before you go. This was 20 by 20, and I hope to see you here for this week's SmackDown episode. Until then, bye-bye.